You might be thinking, I'll pick any state to form my LLC and launch my business. It'll be easy. But here's the truth. The state you choose matters a lot. It can affect your taxes, fees, privacy, and even payments. Get it wrong, and you could lose money, get tangled in compliance, or slow down your growth. So, quick question. Have you ever wondered why some people always say form in Wyoming while others swear by Delaware or Florida? Have you tried setting up your business but got stuck picking the right state? Maybe you even made a choice and later thought, oops, that was a mistake. If any of that rings a bell, you're in the right spot. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which states are best for foreign founders in 2025 and why. Here's why picking the right state matters so much. First, some states charge extra annual taxes or fees, even if your business earns nothing. Second, privacy laws vary. Some states list your name publicly, others don't. Third, banking and payment services may treat your business differently depending on where it's registered. Fourth, compliance and paperwork can be easier or harder depending on local rules. Choosing smart means saving money, keeping your business private, avoiding paperwork headaches, and making it easier to open a bank and Stripe accounts. Choose poorly, and you'll feel the pain in your wallet and your workflow. Let's start with Wyoming, the star for most international founders today. Wyoming is low cost, privacy-friendly, and requires little ongoing compliance. In Wyoming, you pay a small fee when forming the LLC. After that, there's a low annual fee, usually around $70 to $100. There's no state income tax, so you don't have to worry about extra returns there. Privacy is strong. The state doesn't require a list of owners to be publicly visible. Anonymity is important if you don't want your name displayed online. It's easy to file paperwork, too. Wyoming uses online tools and simple forms, so you can often file yourself or use a service like Busy and be done in just a couple of days. One founder I know in Europe set up her LLC in Delaware and along the line paid heavy annual taxes. Switching to Wyoming helped her save hundreds each year. So if you want simplicity, low cost, and privacy, Wyoming is hard to beat. Next up is Florida. No income tax here either, and it has a strong brand presence in the US. Forming an LLC in Florida costs a bit more upfront, usually around $125, and the annual report is about $138 per year. Still, there's no personal income tax if you don't live or work there. If your business targets US customers or collects payments locally, Florida adds a layer of credibility. People are familiar with it. It just feels more American. And things like renewing and bookkeeping are easy too. Florida's online system works well, and a service like Busy can make it even smoother. One founder in South America wanted to appear as a US company. Florida gave him that credibility without pushing him into heavy tax burdens. So, choose Florida if you want a strong US presence with no income tax. Now, what about Delaware? Everyone talks about it. And yes, Delaware has a world-class legal system and prestige in the investor world. If you plan to get venture capital or issue stock, Delaware makes sense. That said, Delaware has ongoing fees like franchise taxes and requires an annual report. The costs can be $300 or more every year, sometimes much more, depending on your ownership structure. For regular entrepreneurs or single-person businesses, that might be overkill. If you don't plan to issue stock or attract startup investors, Delaware can feel like paying for luxury you don't need. Still, if you are building a high-growth or VC-bound business, Delaware is still the place to be. Let's quickly touch on other states: California, New York, and New Jersey. They all have higher fees, state income tax, and stricter rules. They're best only if you live or work there. Texas, Nevada, and others offer no income tax too. But they may have other fees or privacy rules you need to dig into carefully. If you live in the US, forming in your home state can make sense. But for people abroad, it's typically smarter to go with Wyoming, Florida, or Delaware, depending on your goals. This will help you. Here's a clear way to make your decision. If you want simplicity, low fees, and strong privacy, then pick Wyoming. If you want a recognizable US brand and no income tax, then pick Florida. If you plan to raise money or go big with investors, then pick Delaware. Tell yourself, what matters most for my business? Then choose your state based on that and avoid regrets. Also, I'm a big fan of using a formation service because it makes things easy and safe. That's why I recommend Busy. They help you form the LLC in Wyoming, Florida, or Delaware. They set up a US address and give you a registered agent. They remind you to file annual reports and send your paperwork fast. Plus, I have a special deal with them. If you sign up via the link below, you'll save over $250. You get free registered agent service for a year, live support, a free 30-minute tax consult, real-time order tracking, and next-day document filing. Altogether, this saves you money and protects you from mistakes. Here's your roadmap. Step 1. Decide which state matters most for your goals. Simple Wyoming, Florida, or Delaware. Step 2. Click the link below and go to Buy Z. Tell them which state you want. Enter your details and submit. Step 3. In 1 to 2 days, Busy files the paperwork and gets your EIN. They send you all your LLC documents. Step 4. Enjoy your new company. Use the US address when opening Stripe or bank accounts. Go business. Step 5. Every year, Busy reminds you about your annual report. They help file it too. It's worry-free. And if your business one day goes global or gets funding, you already have the right state. How much do you save if you choose these countries as a non-USA resident? Let's break down some numbers. Wyoming annual fee, $60 to $100. Florida annual fee, $138. Delaware franchise tax, $300 plus Oz. Registered agent by yourself, $150 per year. DIY ION and document filing, $200 to $500. So choosing Wyoming gives you a low-cost, privacy-friendly base. Florida adds modest fees, but good brand value. Delaware is only worth it if you really plan to raise capital. And with BZ's deal, your first year is covered with no hidden fees. That frees up cash for your product, marketing, or team. If you feel ready, here's what to do. Think about what matters to you. Do you want privacy, credibility, or investor appeal? Pick your state. Then click the link in the description. Use the Buy Z link, save $250 plus. They'll handle everything else. Everyone's business is different. But if you're a foreign founder starting in 2025, I believe one of these 3 states will serve you best. It depends on your goals, not hype. Wyoming is smart, private, and easy. Florida brings brand trust and still has no tax. Delaware is for big plans and investors. Take your time, pick the state that aligns with your vision, and move forward confidently. Remember, this is your journey. Choose smart, build well, and let your business shine. If this video helped you choose the right state, please like it, share with someone else, and subscribe so we can keep creating great content for you. Click the link in the description to launch your US LLC with Busy in 24 to 48 hours and save over $250 plus free registered agent service and fast support. Let's build your US business the right way. See you in the next video.